Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Al.
Hi, Al. Hi, Mary. And Mary didn't wait just 2 seconds to subscribe so that she got an alert, doohickey, and all that. But thank you for subscribing for 3 months in a row. That is awesome. I need to move that way because I'm in the way of my own chat.
You was watching the timer.
Did you like my timer?
And I know that you can't on and give me kisses already. You cannot do that.
Yeah, that's what you always demand, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, there you go then.
So, today we are going in this new BuJournals that I've
You're
done.
just going to quit and get back around the other side. Thank you very much.
I get more yarn balls, really? Oh. Can I have all the Christmas yarn balls?
No, it's not Christmas anymore. Christmas yarn balls have gone to sleep until next Christmas. Yes. Right. Say goodnight and off you go.
And I want more kisses from YouTube.
No, you've had kisses. Go on, sod off now. There you go. Oh, look, there's April with lots of dragon kisses. Say thank you, April.
Thank you, April.
Give kisses back. Now leave. Go on. Go.
Huggy?
Go.
Huggy.
You've had a hug.
Hug.
You've had a gazillion hugs. Go on, bugger off. Daryl, please. I'm done. Go. Shoo.
Hug.
Go. Now.
Hug.
Excuse me, just one moment.
Fine.
Good evening. How is everybody? I hope you are well. He thinks I'm fucking stupid. I still have a headache. I still have a big headache. I have lots of water. It's awful. I get up and I'm alright, mostly in the mornings, but it comes on sort of throughout the day, you know. I said to my mum today, I don't know whether I need my prescription updating on my glasses, which are actually filthy. You know, I don't know whether I need an update. I haven't had them for 2 full years yet, so I'd be surprised if God, I've got psoriasis, look at that. I was going to put makeup on, I never got around to it. I don't know. Don't know. So I don't know whether it's still the caffeine or I could have COVID for all I know. But that's better. All the better to see you with. Right, so that was a bit loud. Sorry about that. Yeah, I have basically had a migraine. This is day 6. We're also in isolation. For those of you that don't know, a member of my bubble has been tested positive for COVID. Isn't that just wizard? Which means we're all in lockdown. We cannot go out. So that sucks. But that's cool because it's done by Saturday. What? No. Yeah, we're allowed to go back out on Saturday, thankfully, because, you know, I think I'll go stir crazy by then. He needs to get out and run about and move because, yeah, because we're at that point. And Callie's got her scan on Monday, which I'm allowed to go to because it's a private paid for scan. So the way it is in the UK at the moment, scans done as a matter of course throughout your pregnancy, so scans done by the NHS, you have to have the same person with you. So if, say, like in Callie's case, she's going to have her husband with her, he can go to all of her midwife appointments and go to her scans up to 20 weeks and be with her at the birth. She can't chop and change who goes with her, so I can't go with her to any of those appointments. But because she's paying for a private scan at a different hospital, she's having one of those 3D scans, I'm allowed to go instead of Rob. And Rob's very, very kindly said, take your mum, let your mum see, and then show me the video when we get home. Which is like, I'm so freaking excited. And it's really cool because day 10 of our isolation due to exposure is Saturday. No, it's Friday, because the dog, or was it Saturday? The dog's supposed to be in this week, and that's day 9. And the dog's supposed to be in on Friday, and that's like day 9. So day 10 is Saturday. So we've got day 10, 11 to sort of, do whatever, and then that's the Sunday to do whatever, and then on the Monday we're going over to have the scan done. So that's really, really cool. Good evening, Pug. Welcome. How are you? I got mine done on, I think it was like that afternoon of the announcement, and I said to her, I bet you we'll go back in. And she said, yeah, I bet we will too. So mine are golden blue. I just had the gold redone. You got a headache too? Yeah, me too, love. I had the gold redone and just had sort of like this purple instead of the too far. Instead of the red. I love this purpley blue. Yeah. So she gave me the entire tub. So she's awful because she makes them up, and then she like chucks the powder into a tub with like all of the other powder, and then you go in and you go, have you got my colour? And she's like, oh shit, it's just go rooting for it again. So yes. Right. I am for those of you that haven't watched my January 2021 setup. Hello, Nelly. How are you, sweetheart? I am BuJournaling without a BuJournal. Deja vu. Did that about a year or two ago. Basically, I don't have a planner at the moment because I didn't have enough paper. I was going to make it, and it was going to be a book, a handmade book like this, like my book last year was. And when I counted up all the paper that I needed, I didn't have enough. So I've ordered more paper. This is signature 1. So I figured, I can at least start. That's fine. We'll just go from there. So I'm going to shift my keyboard out of the way. I can go over there. Make a little bit more room. I haven't really got a lot of room, have I? I need to make my chat box a bit smaller, I think. Because that just seems to be huge.
Mum?
There, how's that? What?
Tomorrow is my day to go in my BuJournal.
Is it your day tomorrow to go in your BuJournal? I hope that is still readable for everybody on screen.
Tomorrow is my day of YouTube.
Go to bed, yeah? That is, Mummy is done with your shit. Fuck off. Mummy has counted to 10 so many times it's not even fucking funny anymore. Right, so, and as April quite rightly pointed out on my January setup, I didn't do a card of the day spread. And only April noticed. You lot just are not paying attention. So, yeah, there is no card of the day for the month of January. And as you can see, I haven't actually done fuck all in it yet. So, but, I'll tell you what I do have. Hang on. I need to stretch for it. Ooh. But, I do have the 120 pack of pens. Look at the colours. I have all the pens. All the pens. Look at the purples and the pinks. Look at the teals. Oh, I love teal. I mean, just look at it. Callie's already half-inched the 72 pack. When she saw me open this on Christmas Day, she was like, does that mean I can have the 72 pack? And I was like, yeah, I said you could. She was like, awesome. And she came up my house Christmas Day to steal them. And I was like, you're not taking them until the end of the year because I want to finish that pack at the end of the year and then start the new pack. So she was a bit annoyed. What? Have you run out of food? That's because you keep eating it all. Yes, I will give you more food. You're as bad as a child. You want to go out? Matt, could you let the dog out, please? Thank you. She waited until I was live before asking. Go see Matt. Go on.
Yes.
Oi. No. Go on outside.
Isis.
Go on.
Isis. Hey.
That way.
Isis.
Call her. She can't hear you.
Isis. Come.
That's it. Sorry about that. We've come to the conclusion. Oh, everything on my table just wobbled frantically. We've come to the conclusion that not only is the dog blind, but she's also deaf now. So, yeah. So yes, Callie waited patiently, but look, I have all of these. So we're gonna start the daily journaling in a bit. My trusty, useless fucking jelly roll, which holds my place, is ready. So we will be ready in a moment. We're gonna set up. We're gonna use this lovely feather washi, which is really pretty. I think Jolene sent me this. She probably did. She sent me a lot of my washi. Jolene or Wendy, one of the two. It's weird doing it without being in a book. So, how is everybody? Hope you are all okay. Having a good week. How are you feeling, Elle? Because you were feeling a bit blur when I was in your stream on Sunday. Or whenever it was. Oh, poo. Fucking great crease right in the middle of it. That's a good start, isn't it? Daryl, shut up! Haha. Okie dokie, lurk away. I love water when it's really, really, really cold, but it has to be really, really, really cold. Otherwise it's no good. Okay, now these pens weigh an absolute ton as well, which is awesome. So the other thing I also haven't done is I haven't set up the rest of my monthly, you know, for the year. I mean, I've got all the months in here. They're done. But I haven't actually, like, done a year in photos. I haven't finished year in photos for 2020 either. I've still got, like, November and December to do. So, you know, I didn't do a last one for the time. I thought of something for the time capsule in, like, the middle of the night. And I couldn't, like, remember the next day what it was that I wanted to put in there. So, yeah. I haven't done a save tracker. There was loads of things I was going to do and I just never got around to it. I haven't really been on, to be honest, Nelly. I did a 2021 setup on YouTube and then I didn't do a stream Saturday, or did I? I don't know. I haven't done all of my days, you know. Oh, we're going dark and purple because it's sexy. Because I'm still battling with the migraines, you know. I haven't had Coke. I did text Elle a couple of nights ago and I was like, I want Coke. I want Coke. And she went, no, you don't have a drink of water. I was like, it's no good. It's just not the same. And she was like, it's fine. Go and drink water. I was like, okay. I want Coke. Cold, ice cold can of Coke. It's all I can think about at the moment. It is worse than being addicted to some fucking drugs, I tell you. It's worse than cigarettes, and I know that because I've quit cigarettes. I quit cigarettes and I have no issue with it. All I can think about is Coke. When I'm thirsty, I want a can of Coke. It's got to be a can, hasn't it? Always tastes better in a can. It's like Kit Kat. Kit Kat was always better when it was wrapped in foil. So, yeah. Are you on day 6 no coffee? Well done, babe. Well done. That's why you've got a headache. Yeah, that's why I've got a headache. So, and then of course my somebody in my bubble, one of my kids it was, has tested positive for COVID, and it was like, okay, right, so we're and he got the he did the test New Year's Day. So you have hormonal headache? Yeah, you said you did the other day. So we were all like, shit. And then I went and looked at the cups. I was like, I've got 3 decaf tea bags left. What the fuck am I going to do? So I put a post up online. I was like, dude, is anybody going to the shops? This woman said, yeah, I'm going tomorrow. I'll get some for you. I was like, awesome. And then the childminder, Michelle, down the road, she said, do you need some? I'll run some up. Because I know she drinks decaf. And I was like, no, I've got some for tonight. And I'll save one for the morning. And Mary said, and she was like, oh, okay, then that's fine. And I waited all day. I had my cup of tea in the morning. And I waited all day. Slap from the dog. All day. And it got to like 5 o'clock. And I was climbing the walls because I hadn't had a cup of tea all day. Even though I ordinarily drink decaf. I like tea. That's why I drink it, you know. So I ended up like, texting Michelle. I was like, sorry to bother you, love. But I think Mary's forgotten to bring me some tea bags. There's no chance I could snitch a few. I've got a delivery coming tomorrow. And she was like, that's what... It was about an hour, mind, before she responded. She went, that's fine. She said, I'm on my way. So she turned up with a large PG Tips box, right? Now, for those of you that like live in the US, a large box is like, 280 bags. And I'm not lying, this thing was like third full. And I was like, dude, I want a handful to get me through till tomorrow evening. And she's like, no, that's fine. She said, take those. She said, keep going. So, wow, I can't, it's like, I'm the only person here drinking it. She was like, no, that's fine, you take, I was like, wow, awesome. So, yeah, he did. So, he was most pissed off. He said, it's not a very pleasant test for those of you that haven't had it and want to know what it's like. It's not nice at all. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, basically you've got to stick a thing in your mouth to the back of your throat, tickle your tonsils for a bit, then you've got to stick the same end up your nose. Yeah, you stick the bit that's been in your mouth, you then stick that up your nose and basically, mummify your brains. You do what they're doing in The Mummy. They stick a thing up your nose and rub it all around, give your brains a good stir for a minute or so and pull it out and stick it in the test tube. Alex said to me, I'm awfully glad it wasn't the other way around. I was like, ew. I said, well, if I come down with symptoms, I'm not going to go get a fucking test. I should just like stay at home and treat it at home. But I do wonder, with the numbers that they keep coming out with. Now I'm going to count because I fucked this up last week. The numbers that they come out with, how many people actually haven't bothered to go and get a test done? Because if you're a mild case, provided you're not severe, you won't go to hospital, you won't get treatment for it. You're told to treat like the flu, so bed rest, fluids, and all that. That's how many people actually haven't bothered to get a test done. That's something I wonder. As Adam had to be tested. Oh yeah, because he had to be tested for his surgery, didn't he? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This is making my eyes all squirrely. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. And that's just typical. So that is 18 and a bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right, let's go 19 because I've got that extra space at the bottom. So let's do that there. That looks about even. And loads will have had mild symptoms, not get tested and still gone to work because they're scared to not get paid. Exactly. There's a ironmongery here. They sell, kitchen appliances, lights and DIY stuff. They're a family business. Okay, they've been going for years, 150 odd years, this company is. And they've got two, as far as I'm aware, they've got 2 shops here on the island. There's one in Ryde and one in Newport. Gary, my neighbour, the guy from the band, works for them, and they've had to say, you know, we just can't take the risk to family and staff. You know, we're not. Although they can stay open under the rules, they are classed as essential because, you know, people are doing DIY during this. They've actually chosen to close. And some bloke had a right rant on one of the local pages, and he was going, oh, well, what about people who want to do DIY? And I was like, yeah, because they've closed just to fucking spite you. You know, what a prick. I was fucking cross, to be quite honest. So, what was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Put it about there. Yeah, but the way he was carrying on, it was like, dude, you know, I'm sure these people want to go on furlough and want to have the whole, you know, yes, it has all the self-entitled morons, exactly, thank you. And I was just like, yeah, because they've done it just to spite you. I'm sure they want to close their family business, their means of income, and they want to put their staff on furlough. Do you know, if you're self-employed, you get no help, or you get very little help? You know, the girl that does my nails, although she's self-employed, she also works for HTB, which is like a beauty college for after, you know, when you leave school. And she does work for them as well. But she subsidises a lot of what she constantly does nails while she's teaching as well. She has a couple of days where she teaches, and then the rest of the time she's doing nails. She's got a little office off to one side. But like she said, well, you know, they close everything down. And she said, I don't get any help for my personal business. She only gets furlough for the couple of days that she works for the college. And as far as they're concerned, she only works 2 days for them. The rest of the time, she's self-employed. And she's now not allowed to open. So, you know. I'd love to do DIY. I'm just not very good at it. Okay. It took me ages to do because I keep stopping to rant at the screen. I'm fed up with people that just think, you know. I mean, where do they get off being like that? Really? I've spent the day on Etsy. Subject change. Looking at hair extensions. I miss my long hair. I'm loving at the moment how they feel, because they feel really good at the moment. You know, they've because they're sectioned well. I mean, they need a bit of tidying up. They're a bit floofy, as I posted earlier. That's all this loose hair, but I like the way that they've sectioned. I just miss the length. But human hair extensions are so expensive, so expensive. And I contacted a lady I bought extensions off like 3 years ago, and I said to her, "Are you doing it?" And she went, "I can't get any." So my only other choice is to either trust somebody else for human hair extensions, which is a lot of money to drop when, you know, you're not sure of what you're getting, or get some synthetic ones, which I'm tempted to do for, you know, a third of the price. You got asked why you were allowed to stay open very rudely by someone who spent a great deal of money. I was like, you sell medicine, things to keep you and your home clean. We're providing what you're... I'm just amazed at people sometimes. And it's not necessary, is it, to be that rude to people? I'm open so morons like you can come and shop in my store. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I bet. Has your staff member had that baby yet? Tell her she's got to get a move on. He's moved? What do you mean he's moved? What, is he no longer engaged then? God, it's weird to be doing week 3 all over again, isn't it? They're taking up the fucking road again. Can you believe that? Seems to be a common pastime here at the moment.
Lightsaber's gonna come off. That part's gonna come off soon.
Well, that's because you keep banging it on shit. Go and give it to Matthew and then go to bed. Alright, I'm not doing this anymore.
This is almost gonna come off.
Go on bed now, please.
I'll give you a huggy.
No, go to bed.
There you go. Good night, Fly. Good night, Al.
You don't want to come out, you yelled at him to drive on Monday. Yeah. The staff at the hospital have got Callie convinced that she's going to give birth to a giant by the sound of things. She's really worried. And the consult, I don't know what the fuck the consultant's on about, right? But back when Callie was 12 weeks, she was all like, oh yes, well, you have to have it in hospital. No, you know, we don't want to have home birth. And Callie went, oh, okay, why? Just out of interest, you know. And they've basically said they're worried that she's going to hemorrhage because it'll be a big baby. And I was like, well, you weren't a big baby, you were £8 too. And as far as I'm aware, Rob wasn't a big baby. You know, so this consultant's basically got her terrified now that she's going to hemorrhage and that it's going to be a really awful delivery and all that. And I'm like, so what was he measuring at your last scan? I said, what was he measuring? And she said, if anything, actually, he's measuring a little bit on the short side. I was like, wow, lucky you. Because when I had Daryl, he was all legs, you know, so was Alex. Yeah, so... And then this consultant, like, every question Callie asked, she just turned around and went, oh yeah, you have to discuss that with your midwife. It's like, Callie was like, then what the hell am I seeing her consultant for? Oh, that's because you're your first pregnancy. That seems to be what they do now. I'm surprised they didn't try to lump me with a consultant because it had been so long since I'd had a baby. No, Daryl. That took a great deal of concentration. It's really hard to focus on something like that when your head's hurting. Right, so we'll go Monday. Put your stencil away, Sam, and you won't lose it. This is actually purple. It looks blue on my screen. I don't know whether it does on your screen, but it's not. It's actually like... It's colour 636, for those of you that have Tombos. Daryl, go to sleep. Okay, good night. Matt! Daryl's saying good night. Looks blue. Daryl, go to sleep. Yeah. No, it's not though. It's actually, it's like... I can't. You can see it better in that camera, I think. It still looks blue, doesn't it? It's not. It's a purple. Stupid thing. Right, let's grab a pen, just to give it a bit of... Tell you what, come Saturday, it better not be fucking raining, because I'm going to take Daryl out and make him run about. And burn off a shed load of energy. Okie dokie. So yeah, I really don't know whether to just put up with my hair for now. Whether to get synthetic extensions. Get human hair extensions from somewhere else. Which, like I said, I could be running a risk because they might not be how I want, because I would get them like dreaded. I don't want to get like human hair and then do it myself. I can't be asked with all that. Okay, right, let's open the monthly one. And do the money first. Money, money, money. Woohoo! At the end of next week, I will only have 4 payments left on my bank loan. Oh, that's so exciting. That really is. I've had this bank loan for longer than I really want to think about. Long time. Oh God, there's this guy that I watch on Facebook, and he's a magician, and I think he's gorgeous. He's got long blonde hair, and he actually has a beard, which would surprise anybody who knows that I don't really like beards. And his voice is so powerful. And I was listening to a song the other day, and Daryl looked at him and he went, "Wow, he sings and he's got really cool hair." I was like, "Yeah, he does." So I was like, "You gonna grow your hair?" And he's like, "Yeah." Okie doke. I said, "You have to brush it though." And he was like, "Oh." I said, or you end up with hair like mummy's." He was like, "No, I don't want dreadlocks." But if you look up Sam Ryder on Facebook, that's Ryder. He's got he looks like a fucking Norse god, this bloke. He looks like Thor. He's got white, and he wants that hair. I don't know if you heard that. Long, almost white blonde, and then an almost ginger type beard. It's the same sort of colour as Prince Harry's, you know. And it's not hugely long. It's nicely sculpted around his face. But yeah, God, he can sing. He can really sing. Is that Danny? Oh no, it's Fenris. Okay. I was like, Danny's not beautiful. What are you talking about? I should have known it was Fen. It's your Fen. Tut. Right. Right, that is all up to date. So, time to bust open the pen. I'm actually I haven't done anything in here. I'm probably going to just skip I haven't filled in that yet either. Because I don't know that I can remember everything. I think I might just start today and be done with it. Oh, there's a bit of tape. Tape! No, I haven't set up my savings yet either. But I haven't done today in my BuJournal at all. Good. I did make cupcakes though. They were nice. Okay. Take out the stupid hangy bit. I wonder if I could just fold that in there out of the way. Will it go in? I cut the lid off the last one, but just tuck it all away. That makes life a bit easier. There you go. So I've tucked the lid in and out of the way. Burns. The US is an embarrassment. Holy cow. Join the club, darling. Everything's an embarrassment. Why? What's happened? And hello, how are you? I can't get the first pen out. Right. So what I do, for those of you that don't know, I use my jelly roll to hold my place so that I know where I am. So that all my pens get equal amounts of love. Yes, I am that sad. Who is? What, because of Trump? Wow, I'm way out of fucking touch here. Ooh, do tell all the Trump supporters are storming the Capitol. Oh. What, trying to stop him being ejected? Isn't his eviction notice around about now? Or has he got a little bit longer yet? Right, so we're just going to jump straight to today. So I've done my AM teeth. And you guys can't see that colour at all, but I can. It's almost cream. I didn't wear makeup. I forgot my antihistamines today. I've done a little bit of dread work. I've posted to Instagram. I am filming and uploading. I have not had any caffeine or booze or chips. Yay me, fucking hell. Daryl did his AM teeth. He made his bed. He did reading eggs, maths, phonics. He tidied the lounge. And he's done his piano test. So he's done everything except tidied his room so far. The Electoral College vote in Senate. Can that change anything then? I know very little about how the voting system works over there, you guys. So forgive me if I sound really dumb. In the UK, when our leader is voted in, he's voted in, everybody has a vote and the votes are counted and that's it. You guys have this weird thing where people vote but then it can be changed by the college vote, can't it? It's a weird system, forgive me, but it's a weird system. So, I mean, is that going to change anything? Will that change the fact that he's supposed to believe? Or, you know, like I said, I don't know much. Not going to fill that out just yet either. Okay, so... Let's put my mood at about 7, I think. They are supposed to accept the electoral college vote. If they reject, they have to give evidence if there's enough they can vote to challenge it. So don't the people's vote actually count for anything? Okay. Oh my lord, what a weird fucking system. Why can't your people just vote in, like, you know, who they want to be the next president and leave it at that? The electoral vote is supposed to represent what their area voted for. But it doesn't though, does it? I don't know. See, I don't do politics at the best of times. American politics just completely confuse me. Right, okay, so let's wake up the doohickey. For those of you that I step with, you may have noticed I've not done much this week. Don't really care. But that's Discord. I didn't post in Discord, did I? Oh well. Should I post in Discord? I meant to, and then I just got distracted. Let's post in Discord. I'm live, by the way. Lol. There you go. Because I'm a dick and I forgot. Nevada voted blue. Electoral for Nevada voted blue. But Arizona is charging how Nevada voted. That's how it was going before the group. So, why would they challenge it? Why would Arizona challenge Nevada's vote? If Nevada voted blue and the electoral for Nevada voted blue, why is Arizona now going, well, hang on a minute? On what grounds do they have to query that? I'm filling that in on the wrong day. Bollocks. Sorry, it's light enough you won't actually see it. I still don't get it. I'll believe you. Right, I'll do steps later. Okay, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday all day. This pen picks up the black. That's annoying. See, pit artist pens are supposed to be archival until you get some pens that go over them and it makes them wet again. And it just picks it up. There we go. Hang on, there'd be sweetie rustling going on out in my hallway. What you got? What you got?
Nothing.
Yeah, you got 2 packs or something. I can fuck. He's like this. He's going nothing. He's got a minute, and he went like that, thrown down the hallway. You got Haribo. Yay! Fucking right, Haribo.
Eat all my Haribo.
Why?
They're mine.
You keep buying fucking Haribos. You're so naughty. Hi, Matt. How you doing? That is a light colour. Yes, and it is.
Damn Haribo thief.
Well, you shouldn't buy them. Here I am trying to diet, and you keep going and buying fucking Haribos. What? I didn't call the fucking dog groomers because I forgot. Those are nice. Yay! That's the journal bit finished. You're on your way home. How are you, Matt? I hope you're alright. Don't type unless you can. That was nice. Munch, munch, munch. So for those of you that don't know, I'm test knitting a sock. That's wrong. I'm test knitting a pattern for Dork. I don't know if she's here. No, apparently not. But Sue is. I can see you lurking. Hi, Sue. I'm test knitting this pattern for Dork. Daryl's got a torch. You'd be better. You might as well come over here for a cup of tea. So Daryl's got some kind of torch and I'm just wondering what it is. I think it's this magnifying glass that you half inched off my mum. Jump on the ferry, come have a cup of tea, babe. And Haribo. And cupcakes. I made cupcakes. They're really nice. So the sock is that one at the bottom of the list there. And so far I'm really liking it. It's got this sort of drop stitch thing going on. They'll look better when they're on, you know. So you did throw stuff on the boat. Oh, see? You should have come and you got anything for me. So yeah, they sort of have this squiggly doohickey going on, and then you get this sort of like open split bit, which is quite nice. Quite nice. It's really nice. I love Haribo. Leah! Leah is raiding with a party of 10. Thank you. And it's hosted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm eating Haribo. I'm on a diet. Shh. Hype, hype, hype. Leah raid. Welcome, 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 raiders. Hello, Leah. Hello, Vixen. Everybody else, welcome to my channel. I'm Pretty Tapper. I'm a creative crafter. I bullet journal, I junk journal, I knit, I spin, I crochet. I swear a lot. Yeah. I used to sit here and get pissed on stream, but I'm dry for January. And I think that's about it, really. We talk a lot of shit. I eat. Would you like a jelly, baby? I talk a lot of shit, and I swear. So, if you don't like that, thanks for coming. See ya. But they are jelly, Leah. They are the jelly variety. You'd say, oh, you cow. I'm a jelly baby now. Now I have to step because Elle is mean. Here leaves. Bullshit, I've seen your streams. That's the calculator. That's not what I want. That one was really sharp. That one. Was it a minute you redeemed? Yes. You're helping with the diet by making me step. Thanks, hon. Let's put me on big cam. Hang on. There's a rubbish bin behind my chair that I managed to pick up earlier. There you go. Right, okay. So we're starting on wake up. 5,356 steps and go. And I'm going to eat jelly babies. You're going to, because you need the foods. Go eat. You never swear. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's been in her stream. That's a big fat fucking lie. Vixen has proof. Uh-huh. I look like I've spilled stuff down me. I haven't. It's just my t-shirt. Or my jumper. Oh, that's no good because I got a matching one there. Looks like it might be bleach. A beetroot burger. Ew! Why would you do that? That was great. Yeah, eat real food like jelly babies. Boobies. You had cauliflower rice for dinner. I really don't know how to answer that one, Elle. Like, you had cauliflower rice for dinner. A beetroot, but what? This is a veggie thing, is it? Or is it a burger with beetroots here? I mean, what are we talking? Or are we talking like bun, beetroot? But I mean, describe this for me because it sounds revolting. It's a veggie burger. It still sounds revolting. Absolutely revolting. I don't eat beetroot anyway, but beetroot, onions and other stuff. Okay then, that sounds good. Not. Okay. Oh. Yarn, all twisted. You have a 6 month of vitamin D. Wah! All the vitamin D in the world. Are you sending me the D? Can I tell people now that you're giving me D? 10, 20, 27. That's my Daryl go to sleep. Daryl! Yeah, but you got a torch on. Turn it off now. Oh, thanks, y'all. What did I say I was doing? 10, 20, 20, 27. So I'm on 28. Let's just play right. Good. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. And I know I still owe you like a little note card or something, don't I? Because I never actually replied to the one that you sent me. Because I'm a bit naff. DM him to remind him to DM you tomorrow. Oh, I didn't ask before Leah went off to get food. I hope she had a good stream. Night, baby. I don't know where it is. Turn the light on. The whole veggie burger thing distracted me. Okay. Night. Okay. Love you too. This is my son on stream nights. Every 2 seconds. Mum, 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 I go to sleep. Oops. I hate doing through the back of the stitch every time. It looks great, but it's a pain in the ass to do. Hey! Hey! Stop it! Go and lick it somewhere else. It's the dog, by the way. Before anybody wonders. Just sitting looking all disgruntled in the doorway. Like, Oh, dear me. So, how is everybody? I hope everybody is good. You've all had a good day. We did lots of schoolwork, my son and I. My son's home educated, for those that don't know. So we did lots of work today. Maths went on for a lot longer than I originally planned it to, because I'm trying to teach him about like adding and skip counting in tens and all that lot, and he just wasn't getting it. And we use this program called Reading Eggs, which does maths and reading and all that lot. And it was just, sometimes they kind of throw you in at the deep end, and you know, a young child wouldn't necessarily understand it, so obviously it's down to mum or dad to sit and try and explain it. I had this issue with the money one as well. They were just like, you know, this is money, now how do you make £5 up? And it's like you know, and I had to go through it all with. I ended up buying him like fake money for his birthday to play with, so that he could get used to seeing what money's like, because I don't deal in cash. I use a card. Hello, welcome back. But yeah, so today was a long math lesson today, and I don't feel like I've done much as a result, because I sleep late. I'm an insomniac, so I tend to not get up early. I don't do mornings. I don't like mornings. I trained my children at a very, very young age to not wake me in the morning. And as a result, none of us are really morning people. And Daryl's very good. If he wakes up before me, he just plays in his room. Then he sort of comes through and wakes me up a little bit later on. And Mummy, get up now. Oh, all right then, you know. So by the time we're sort of up, dressed and, well, up and doing, it's quite late. And schoolwork seemed to sort of take up the majority of the day today. And it was just like, I am so fed up with this. I want to get up and move about, not sit in this chair doing fucking counting. But I did get him to understand, like, if you have, like, however many groups of 10, so if you have 5 groups of 10, you're going to have 50 of that, whatever it is. You know, if you have 5 groups of 10 apples, you're going to have 50 apples, because it's a 5 and a 5, and you just put a 0. You grasped that quite quickly, which was really, really good. But, yeah. So that went on for ages, and then we do reading after that. Then he does like phonics as well. So that sort of went on all day. I was going to make more cupcakes today. I don't need to make more cupcakes. We still have quite a lot of cupcakes left, but it was just like, I have all the ingredients for cooking or baking, and I'm going to bake. Because, you know, lockdown, what else am I supposed to do? I'm not allowed out because we're isolating. Because one of my family members has COVID. So I want to bake everything inside. I'm thinking I should have used different yarn for these. It's very splitty, this yarn. Yeah, hi Andy. Yeah, it's Nero. He worked Christmas. His first proper on a door. Yeah, I took some before I started the stream, Pug. Hope you continue to feel better. Yeah, he did his first you know, that wasn't a supermarket, it was a pub, and he was on a door with somebody. Because he said to the guys, like, it's my first on the door, and he was like, are you willing to work Christmas Eve? And he said yes. So he worked Christmas Eve, and of course we spent Christmas together as a family, all of us in one room for the whole day. And then New Year's Eve, he got a text from his boss saying, it turns out you've been exposed in the pub. Lovely. That's nearly a fucking week that we didn't know. I mean, you know, the island went into tier 3, tier 4 Boxing Day, and I don't think Alex worked, and he'd already started to feel ill, and he said, oh, I think I've caught my usual winter cold. And I was like, I hope that's all it is, because he catches flu every winter, and he's miserable as sin about it. But then he rang me up and he went, I've just had a text off of Benji. I said, you're joking? He said, no. He said, I've been exposed. I was like, right, go to the test centre, get a fucking test. Thankfully they were open New Year Day, which I was quite pleased about. So he went in, he got the test, and then got the result the very next day. It was less than 24 hours actually, saying, yes, you've been exposed. We need to know, you know, everybody who you've exposed to, everybody you live with, you know. They keep texting my mum, which is pointless because my mum can't read her fucking phone. She's got an old Nokia, you know, the phone's like that big. She knows a text comes in because it makes a noise, and then she just waves the phone at somebody. What does that say? And then NHS actually rung my mum. Yeah, they were like, oh, we understand you've been exposed, and my mum's like, yeah. And they were like, we're just phoning up to make sure you're all right. Do you need anything? And mum's like, no. She said it was my grandson that, you know, was exposed and all that lot. And they were like, you know, is there anything we can do? Do you need anything? I was like, wow, that's really good. And they've contacted Callie and said to her, because obviously being pregnant, she's more vulnerable or whatever. And they contacted her as well and said, you know, you have to isolate, blah, 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 blah. But they haven't contacted me, and they haven't contacted Matthew, which I thought was a bit weird, because Matthew's a cardiac patient. But there we go. So yeah, he feels fine. He had this rotten headache for accidentally yawned over there. So I'm just checking myself because I accidentally yawned over. Yeah, he had a rotten headache and felt like a bit bleh. And then he had started to cough by the time he got the... well, they all live in the same house. They share a house. And of course, Alex was exposed Christmas Eve and then spent Christmas Day with all of us. We were all together as a family, Christmas Day. So Callie was exposed, my mum was exposed, everybody was exposed to him. So, you know, thankfully, touch wood, none of us have developed symptoms. Of course, we've all gone, oh God, I've got a headache, or, you know, my throat feels a bit sore, or whatever. No, she hasn't moved yet. And, you know, so it's been a bit tense, but I think a lot of it has sort of been like a psychosomatic type thing, you know, oh Christ, Alex has got COVID, we're all going to die kind of thing. But he's all right. He felt rough, and he has rested. He's still doing workouts at home because obviously he can't get to go training due to COVID and lockdown and all of that lot. He said, you know, I thought I felt fine, and then I went and did a workout, and now I'm knackered. And I was just like, dude, you need to rest, you know, it's gonna go on and take even longer and all that lot. I think he said he's lost his taste at the moment, which I hear is quite common. So, yeah. No, Callie and Rob are trying to get housed. You know, they've got an eviction notice for the 1st of April. And she's stressing because they've said, you know, oh, we might not be able to house you by then. And she's like, okay, so what am I supposed to do? Because, you know, I can't afford to go private and all that lot. And then they turn around and they've said to her, well, you know, we might be able to find temporary accommodation for you and the baby, but not for your husband. And she's like, that's great. Well, what's he supposed to do? He can't work. He's disabled, you know. And it's just like, oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, I mean, I've got a friend, her partner's got it, and he's in medically induced coma. My dog's rolling around in her bed. And she managed to get underneath her blanket, and all I saw was like this head under a blanket come up. She's obviously confused as to what the fuck was going on. Yeah. Yeah, he's getting better. John's getting better. My friend's partner, but it's been fucking scary for her, you know. And she lives alone, so she's got nobody at the moment. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, I've known Nero to have worse colds, to be quite honest with you. So he's very, very lucky that it has been so mild, and the rest of the family are very, very lucky that it's been so mild as well, because I think if it had been any worse, there's a good possibility, you know, more of us would have come down with it in the family. I hate doing so back a loop. How are you anyway, Andy? I feel like I haven't spoken to you in ages. Did you have a good Christmas and all that? I do feel at the moment I'm kind of like I'm lining each crisis in my family up in a fucking row at the moment. It's not one thing, it's another. Oh, pardon me. Itchy. Quiet one. Did a few streams, watched some Walking Dead, and ate all of Lidl. Fantastic. Fantastic. I had the majority of Morrison's in my kitchen over Christmas. But I'd bought it all in November, so that was cool. Matt and I went shopping in November and it was just like, look, they've got turkeys, let's get the turkey. And we just ended up doing all the Christmas shopping all in one go. It's really good. So the only thing we didn't get, which we went out shopping for Christmas Eve, was the veg. It was good. We had a very, very nice day. Daryl's got a Fitbit now. Yeah, Nero's isolating in his room. Everybody's pretty much staying to their own bedrooms. One person at a time in the kitchen. The kitchen's a communal area and usually, like, you know, everybody has a quick chat in there if they pass, but no, it's one person at a time in the kitchen. But Sainsbury's still has frozen ass turkeys. Oh, huge ass frozen turkey. Oh. You're good till April. Yeah, no, I gave Daryl a Fitbit for Christmas. His goal is 5,000 steps and he's hit it every single day, mainly because he bounces around the house like a fucking ping pong ball. But yeah, so you should have seen him. He was so cute. This was like, let's just spot my screen. Hang on. Ooh, go away. So he's got his little Fitbit. I just gave him an old charge too. But, so he's quite happy with that. Well happy with that. It's because they're so active. They bounce around like loons, don't they? So I think, I mean, it's like I said to him, you know, what have you been getting? What have you been getting? I need to actually sync him up so I can just have a look. He's been smashing 5k quite easily, and that's without even going out, because, you know, you're still on the blaze. Well, I upgraded to the Versa 2, or was it the 3? That might be the 3. I think it was the Versa 3, because my Ionic screen started to lift again. You remember I had the screen replaced like a year or so ago? Well, I noticed beginning of December, I think it was, beginning of November, December, that the screen was starting to lift, the adhesive had come loose. Now, I don't even get it wet, so there's no reason why that should be happening. I'm very careful not to get them wet, even though you can. But yeah, it started to, it's over there, it started to lift around the edge. I'm not moving, go away. Yeah, it started to lift all around the edge, so I was just like, do you know what, I've had enough of this. So I splurged, and Amazon said that I could have it, what was it 20 quid off, and I could buy it on their they were doing like 5 equal monthly payments, and it's interest free when you do it through Amazon. So I was like, that's actually a really good deal, and it's breaking it down monthly, I can afford to do that. So that's what I did. Still content. Yeah, well, I mean, if it works, it works. You know, that's great. I mean, I really liked my Ionic. I just liked the way it worked. I liked the way it fit. It did everything that I wanted it to do. That's why I stuck with it. But the second time I've had to have the screen sorted. And I was just like, I can't keep on like this. This is silly. So I thought, right, I'll upgrade it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with the Ionic though. I might see if I can sell it on. Somebody might want it. Excuse me. You're a little bit Yorkshire after all. Okay. Oh, the dry skin around my nose is itching really bad. It's really dumb because I thought, you know, once I quit the caffeine, my skin might stop itching quite so much. If anything, it's actually been worse this past week or so. I mean, it's awful on my face. I'm so red. All on my nose and that. It's all psoriasis. Band of it across there. That's the worst one. It's so dry. And then spots all over my head. I look like shit. And I'm well pissed off because I got that makeup in that Birchbox and I've not had a chance to play with it yet. So I'm like, Shut up moaning! He's gone out for a cigarette! My dog's turned into a grumpy old woman. She lies there and just goes for no reason whatsoever. And you're like, what's the matter? And she's just like, all the time. You're like, what are you moaning about, you stupid dog? Very little sleep going on for a child that's supposed to be going to bed and going to sleep now. Tonight. You crampy love. Oh, I ate that. Because if you are, I can't be that far behind you. So I don't get it right. It's been so much quieter outside due to lockdown. There's a lot less traffic. You know, people aren't going out. They are, for the most part. It's not as quiet as it was during lockdown 1, but you know, it's certainly quieter today. And yet, Island Roads still waited until 7 p.m. before digging up the road. It just seems a bit dumb to me. Why would you not do it during the day when A, you can see what you're doing, and B, you're not fucking disturbing anybody? Are they digging the road up again? Yeah. It makes no sense. And they're really noisy about it because everything's made of metal, you know, so they're like digging up chunks and they're chucking it into this big metal skip, so all you can hear is clang, ka-thunk, thunk, thunk, and it's just like, you know, it's not like I've got a 6-year-old trying to get to sleep or anything. Thankfully his room's at the back of the house, but I've got to say you had another one of those veggie lasagnas and your tummy started to go for... Oh. I wonder what's in that then that sets you off then. How you feeling being off the caffeine, Pug? Have you killed anybody yet? Other than the massive headache. Which, you know, you have my full sympathy on because I know exactly how that feels. Not yet. Good man. All the lights are off in this room. See, I can't do that. If I turned all the lights off, the light from... Because I'm photosensitive, so the light from the TV would actually make my migraine worse. I have to have all the lights on. It's like I don't like driving at night because I always end up with a headache from the car lights. Hello. I'm just about to start my second drop, Miss D. Where have you been all evening? How the devil are you? Trolling Rogue. Ah, and how is Miss Rogue? She alright? She streams for hours, doesn't she? She was on like hours ago. I saw her go on. Good, good. How's all the noodles that she's got? Are they all alright? Speaking of, I must remember to feed mine tomorrow. Yeah, I bet they are. I need to find out when the reptile shop's open actually so I can go and get some more supplies. Mine haven't been fed for a couple of weeks. Can't remember what this yarn is. It's very, very squishy, but it pills badly. Are you going to create a pattern page on Ravelry for this? I sent you a friend request over there, by the way. I thought I should really sort of start using it again to catalogue now that I'm knitting more again. Okay, cool. I must have turned all my email notifications off because I haven't received anything about that. I think I turned them all off. You will do when you remember. Okie dokie. I looked and you hadn't done it, so I was like, oh no. And also this yarn's a bit grabby, so it's not just dropping the stitch all the way. So I've got one of my DPNs to help me. Yeah, I wish I could remember what this yarn was and where I got it, because I won't get it again. mean, they're an easy enough to knit, you know. Where was I going? That way. I do find the stitches at the top of the crossover after you've dropped are loose. Like those two that I've just done. After you've sort of dropped that middle stitch. I don't really know how you can go about making them a bit tighter. I suppose once you're wearing them it'll all even out once they're blocked. But yeah, they're a nice easy knit. And they'll look effective when on as well. It's just the yarn's pissing me off. About 5 fingers, don't you? Sort of hold it open and make it so the blasted thing can drop down. Bangs and mash, lovely, lovely, lovely. Enjoy, see you later. Yeah, that's what I've got so far. Like how those poofed out. Oh, hello, welcome back. Yeah, I went on Ravelry and I was like, wow, my profile is well out of date. So I had to update that. Deleted a load of unfinished projects that I never did anything about. And put on these and the grandbaby blanket. I definitely added those. Yeah, Dork wrote this pattern. That's bloody good English, isn't it? Yeah, Dorklicious wrote this pattern and I'm test knitting it for her. And what you do is you do, like, you create a stitch and then you sort of work it for 10 rows or so and then you drop it. I used to stick it in my... probably regret that in a minute, but there we go. And then you do this sort of little twisty cable on it, like so. The knit through back loops are pissing me off because this yarn is a little splitty as well, you know. If you don't catch it all, it's quick to split. But that's fine. how you do it is you don't take the stitches off. You knit into the back of the third stitch, then into the front of the first. Oh, okay. Could do it that way, I suppose, yeah. Yeah. I mean, the first time I did it, I did cross the stitches before dropping them. But the trouble is, where this yarn's quite dark, I was having trouble seeing what I was doing, which is why I pulled it off first. But yeah, the first time I did it, I swapped it and dropped it all at the same time, but I can't really see what I'm doing that way, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. It'll all even out in the wash, won't it? It's so grabby yarn. It's like working with fucking motor. Hello, Tantail, how are you? Thank you. You've got my stuff packed up. Prize of 5 and 10. Oh, okay, thank you. Yay. I will have fluffy mail to open. I'm good, thank you, I'm good. I won some yarn and a pattern holder, and Doc's given me this gel table mat thing to stop my needles clattering on the table when I'm working at my computer. Yes, I did. I won the pattern holder. Me and Knots on Stitches both won one. I was like, yay! I want it! I don't have to go buy one. Come on, just drop the stitch all the way. It's kind of a rogue raid split between me and Mally because Rogue can't seem to raid, so oh yay! Thank you. Well, thank you very much. Did Rogue have a good stream? What's going on then? Because Leah raided earlier. She managed it. Oh, right. I'm looking forward to getting back to my spinning tomorrow. I haven't done any for a few weeks. Don't worry, sweetie, don't worry. How are you anyway, Jolene? You alright, love? Yeah, but it's dark to work on. Achy back. I feel like I need another light. You okay? Just rolling with the punch? Yeah. Tell me about it. Oops, didn't mean to net that one. Oh, it's cold. Are you knitting these as well then, Tantel? Right, these problems are acting up and you've been playing phone tag with the dog. Oh, I wish I could help you in some way. I really do. I was so hacked off when I got this migraine because I had this big plan on how, like, my projects were going to go. I was going to cast on the ASOC on the 1st of January, which I did. Did it here on stream. And it was like, yeah, I can work on that for like the first week of January, and then I should finish it in about a week. And then I can work on the grandbaby blanket for a week. And then cast on the bee sock. It's not worked like that at all. It's just like, what the fuck? Because I've had this migraine. It crippled me a lot more than it usually does. I'm usually at least able to knit something. But I think where this is quite a dark colour, it scuppered me really on that side of things. So I'm behind already. Week 1 and I'm behind already. Or week 2, isn't it now, I suppose, really. This is the longest that I've had a caffeine withdrawal headache for. Usually they last about 3 days. Sometimes 4. This is what? Day 6. Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry about that. Everyone can now feel seasick for 5 minutes. Right. So, 31. I'm on row 31, Doc. I've just done row 31. Yeah, it hit me New Year's Day. Actually, I think it might have even hit me New Year's Eve. And there was somebody actually said to me, are you sure you haven't got COVID? Because, well, I've been exposed. And apparently, my friend whose partner's in hospital, his first symptom was migraine. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure it's just, the caffeine. And the first couple of days, it was awful. And I was taking pills like painkillers every few hours. Yeah, I hope so. Luckily, the blanket is really easy. Do you know what I mean? And it's like I said to my daughter, I said, even if I don't catch up, what I can do is cast on the socks as and when I need to cast them on. So cast them on the dates required. And then they can just sit until I've got the baby blanket finished. And then I can worry about catching up. But I don't plan on doing pattern socks for all the others. So they should be nice and fast. Yeah, the blanket's easy as well. It's all knits and pearls. There's no cable work in it or anything. So, but yeah, so the first sort of 3 days, I basically I couldn't do anything. Just sit and moan about how my head hurt and, take paracetamol or whatever. But I don't know. It's down to bearable stages now, so. I took the plunge and ordered that mega date stamp from Studio Calico that I've been after for ages. It wasn't actually too stupidly expensive. Yeah, I've been getting more of them lately as well, and a lot of it's probably due to stress. Yeah, I will do. No, I haven't got it yet. It's in the post, but it writes the date like in big letters like that. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. Completely lost what I was saying. Yeah, I've been getting more migraines myself, but it's because I've been drinking like more cola over Christmas and all that lot. And to be honest, by the time New Year's Eve came around, I was like, do you know what? I'm quite happy to not drink any cola. So yeah, it's all right. We'll go dry in January. No alcohol, no cola. I'm fucking dying. Yeah, the withdrawal's even bigger because it's everything. It's alcohol, sugar, caffeine. Yeah. But I do feel like I'm sort of coming out at the end of it now. And I was saying earlier on, I think I might need to have my glasses prescription checked. Yes, I will do. I have been working in my junk journal. I did a little bit of work in that last night, and I didn't film it because I wasn't really sure how much I was going to do. But that's come along nicely. So this was, I don't know how much of it you guys have seen. This is a scan of my grandbaby. Look at the toes. Toes. And then took Daryl out to dinner. Then this was Tree Day. So this is the yarn from the Silent Night socks that I finished in time for Tree Day, which was quite good. This is a bit that fell off my tree, so I stuck that in. And I cast on Fairy Light socks. We got a takeaway and, just various little bits all in there. This was the day the dog jumped off the sofa and wrenched her hip. Yeah, and the cat didn't care. Then Matthew got to be a horsey for Daryl and then fell asleep immediately afterwards because apparently it's exhausting. And then Ice has made it all pretty for Christmas, look. This was a card that Daryl got from Santa. And, you know, it's not Christmas until you see Hans Gruber fall from the Nakatomi Tower, is it really? And that was Christmas. And so I've documented up to Christmas. I haven't documented Christmas Day yet. I've got a stack of photos like this. Look, these are all Christmas Day. I've gone mad, which have to go in here. I did put in my Christmas food shopping list when we went shopping, because I've got sort of this much to fill up, because I'm going to start a new journal for 2021. So, but yeah, that was when we went to Costa. It was horrible. I didn't enjoy that at all. It was cold. That was a card that Elle sent Daryl for his birthday, Miss Elle, because he loves watching her. He's convinced that Elle controls Stream Raiders. He's absolutely convinced of this, that Elle is like in control of Stream Raiders. So Adam went on to, was it Moo Cards or Funky Pigeon or wherever it was, Funky Pigeon, and made him a Stream Raiders card. That's Elle's husband. And it was, and what was really, really cool as well was she put her Cyril on the back. That's Elle's little icon, which Daryl just thought was fucking brilliant. So he's listening, he's upstairs listening to me. And that was his birthday. So he had a really, really good day on his birthday. So I'm getting more and more adventurous with my junk journal. Jolene, I'm getting there, look. So little tucks and pockets and all that kind of stuff. But eventually what will happen is I've got that is a carrier bag on my head. Daryl caught head lice from my daughter, who caught it off of her friend's daughter. And of course I ended up with them, and I can't comb my hair because I've dreads, so I have to use rubbing alcohol and then put a bag on to kill the little fuckers off. And now my head itches because I'm talking about head lice. So yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a cover for that big fuck off whopping journal that I had. I know. And then the little extra ones, the little, you know, these that I did as well. And they'll all go into one book together with the big chunky one as well for 2020. And I'll make a book. So that was from the wedding, but yeah. So quite pleased how it's going so far. Go to bed. Well, get on with it then. What, the current one? That one? Yeah, that I picked that up in a charity shop. Somebody had gone and offloaded a load of craft supplies, and that was a loose sheet in it. And I was like, wow, that's awesome. Hi Rita, how you doing? This all came from Echo Park paper pack for Halloween. And then this was also, I can't remember where that one came from. But this was my September journal. I had a lot of fun, and I got more and more sort of brave in trying stuff as I went on. Like this is a flip there. I got a couple of empty pages because I wanted to do October in a whole new journal, especially because that was the month my daughter got married. But I made like little envelope, you know, journal spaces and with magnets and tuck spots and pages all different sizes, and really had a good, you know, really had a good go with this. That's stuck. Ugh, there you go. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, this was when my daughter got married. So this is not her marriage certificate, by the way. Before anybody sort of goes, oh, you put her marriage certificate. It's a copy. I put a copy of her. I copied her marriage certificate and stuck it in here just because along with the pattern for the shawl that she's wearing, because I made the shawl she's wearing. So, yeah. And that's me and her. That's her husband and my mum. So, yeah. I've quite enjoyed it. I've quite enjoyed exploring as well, and doing a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Close up on the shawl. Did I get a really good picture of it? Oh God, hang on, I'm trying to pick up 3 books all at once here. Hang on, let's... It was, hang on now, what did she have? The dress was borrowed. Something old. Or was it the dress that was old? Oh, something new. Something borrowed, something blue. No, the new was the hair clip. Yeah, I think the shawl was the blue. I can't remember now. Should have written that down, shouldn't I, really? Never mind. She also had, like, in her flowers, that one there. Hang on, let me just pull that back into focus. That's my mother. Just trying to get that in the right focus for you. She had blue in her flowers as well. So she had big white, like, peonies and a couple of blue roses. And she had 3 blue roses. One for her, one for Rob, one for the baby. Yeah, I'll have to ask her what it was actually and tuck that in somewhere. I never thought to do that. It's funny, isn't it? You think about these things afterwards. But I can always add that in a bit later on. I know she had a new hair clasp thing, and that had blue in it as well. So the dress was borrowed. I think her shoes were old. The shawl was new and the hair clasp had the blue or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's like her bouquet as well. She got that, believe it or not, from the range for less than 20 quid for the, and it came as a complete bouquet, and it's just a big bouquet of peonies. And she also said as well, you know, she said, oh, well, I want a little bit of colour in it. And we'd taken the yarn out with us, and I said, well, you know, what about these? And pulled out these blue roses, and she was like, oh yeah, you know. And we had a look, and I said, well, put 3 in, and that symbolises the 3 of you then, which, you know, worked really, really well. So that's what we did, and it looked really good. You're now trying to remember your old, new, etc. I don't think I did an old, new, borrowed and blue. I certainly didn't wear anything blue. I wore black and purple when I got married last. Didn't bother with all that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't wear any blue. Yeah. I think it's lovely that you had a tiara. That's beautiful. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people for new use their wedding ring, don't they? Because that's new. And you've got a silver sixpence that you glued in your shoe. That's cool. And you still have your bouquet? I've still got mine somewhere from my first wedding. I didn't have a bouquet at my second one. You crocheted all the flowers. Yeah, see, I was going to do that. I wanted to do that for Callie, you know, do her a full-on handmade bouquet, and, you know, I wanted to do all the place settings, but she got married too quickly and I couldn't do it. So, because she was like, no, we just want to get married, and I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I wanted to do, you know, spend a year making stuff for it, but I bet it did. Oh, bless. Actually, I've seen your photos. You look really, really, really happy the day you got married. You look really sweet. So I was so glad that because we said to Rob, when we get there, you're not allowed to look at Callie until, you know, I'm in place with the camera. So he was like, okay. And they got there before us. So I pulled up in the car, wound the window down. Rob! As he turns around at me, like, go away! So he's like, oh, okay. So we went running up to, you know, to a tree, and he's standing there with his back to us. And the poor bloke ended up standing there for about 10-15 minutes, because I got her out the car and I took photos of her, and I took photos of her with her friend, because she had a man of honour. Her best friend's a bloke. So, you know, we had him there. And he was the only non-family member there. And, you know, there was me and my mum, his mum, and his stepdad turned up. They didn't come into the wedding, but they turned up. We did photos with them at the beginning and all that. And then I was finally over there, you better go and say hello to your husband to be. So I ran round to the front, and I got the picture of, she tapped him on the shoulder, and he turned, and just the look on his face, it was adorable. And he just went, oh, you look so beautiful. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet, taking photos. I cried all through the wedding, because he just kept looking at her going, you look so amazing, you look so beautiful. And he just couldn't stop looking at her. And she couldn't look at him, because every time she looked at him, she wanted to cry. So she's looking at the registrar like that, and he's looking at her with this big sappy fucking look on his face. And I was like, you made me cry throughout the whole wedding, you shit. And she was like, you'd have cried anyway. I was like, yeah. So it was really good on that sense. But my beads are clattering against my ear. That's better. No, that's not better. And it was such a you day. That's how it should be. Adam looked bored, because that's his concentrating face. Yeah. Yeah, it usually is though, isn't it? It's usually either crying or laughing. I always want to laugh. Well, I say always. I've done it twice. You were stuck between the two, always the way. Oh, bless. Oh, pardon me. Did you go on honeymoon? Where did you go? You went to Centre Parks. Awesome. Well, that's pretty much what Callie did. But she went to Park Resort. On the island, no less. She didn't even leave the island. But they had a lovely week. Just the two of them. They even invited us over for like dinner on Friday. Me and Daryl went over and they cooked bolognese for us. It was really nice. You went to Longley, so it wasn't far. Yeah. But it's nice though, isn't it? You know? I don't have a honeymoon. Yeah, they did 7 days. Well, they did the Monday to Sunday and they got married on the Tuesday. So the Monday I stayed with her at the chalet because they booked a chalet on the caravan park. So Daryl and I stayed with her on the Monday, got her ready in the morning, well, drove her back here. We got ready here in the morning and then I drove her and my mum to the registry office and then Rob drove him and her back to the chalet Tuesday night and they stayed there for the whole week, which was really nice. Yeah, no, my first time I got married, this is the luck that I have. First time I got married, we were going to go on holiday. We were going to go to Corfu and it was all booked and it was all arranged and all that lot. And my husband gambled away all the money in the fruit machine for going away. So we had no money to go with, and I had to cancel it. Lost a lot of money on it. Well pissed off. Needless to say, that didn't last long. And then my second marriage, we got ready at his flat, walked down to the registry office, got married, and then spent the rest of the day in the pub eating pizza and getting drunk. Yeah. And then we spent the next week, me and him, locked in his flat. And that was it, basically. That was the extent of my honeymoon. Yeah. And then I made a baby, yeah. Yes. The only good thing that came out of that marriage, really. Stuart and I had planned to go to Russia. That's what we wanted to do. We said we'd get married. And it was going to be all quiet. We weren't going to have a big do. We literally just wanted to go and get married. And then we were going to go to Russia because we both want to see like the Red Square and all that lot. And because the architecture is amazing there. And when Stuart left school, he originally qualified as a chartered surveyor. So he knows about buildings and all that lot. And he really, really wanted to see the architecture out there. He was really excited to sort of go. But, of course, we never got round to it. So, excuse me. So, yeah, that didn't happen. And then he was like, well, we'll never get to go to bloody Russia if you have another baby. And I was like, oh, I don't care. I want another baby. And that didn't happen either. So, well. That's because my ex is an asshole. Yeah, I know. I know. But at least my wedding jewellery was fabulous. Should be. I paid for it. It was a beautiful set, actually. Still got it, it's upstairs. Oh, it's nearly 10 o'clock. It's nearly 10 o'clock. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? Oh, dearie. Is that where he is? How far are you from home, Matt? You got much further to go, love? It's where their main location is with the military. Yeah, they're starting shooting. Oh, for fuck's sake. This kind of thing must be horrible for you. Sitting there not knowing what the hell's going on. Oh my lord, is that all the progress you've made so far? Oh, of course you're not going to London, are you? Yeah, it's alright. Brain fart. No, I'm not tracking water. Just trying to drink as much as possible at the moment. I don't track it because I drink from like several different types of receptacles throughout the day, and I can't be bothered to work out how much I've drunk. So, yeah. So it's up. I take this upstairs to bed with me, but I don't drink all of it at night, and then Daryl steals some of it as well. And I think this is 750. Yeah, it's 750 ml. And then I'll have like a couple of pints throughout the day of water as well. That's what, is it 568 ml to a pint? So I think I'm getting enough. It's just it sort of gets to like, you know, tea time-ish, and I'm like, I've got a headache and my lips are dry. I've not drunk enough water. So that's why I'm slurping that down. And then if it warms up too quickly, because we were talking about this in Elle's stream a couple of weeks ago, because she drinks a lot of water, but she has to have it room temperature, whereas I'm the other way. I have to have it cold. It has to be like straight from the fridge cold. So, you know, if it gets too warm too quickly, it has to go back in the fridge, and I end up drinking out something else for a bit. You're trying for 3 litres every day. London's dead, is it? Oh, that's something. Well, hopefully you can stick at 70 all the way then, Matt. Which will get you home in no time, innit? What? You should be home before midnight, hopefully, she says. Going home's always the longer bit though, isn't it, have you noticed? So I'm the luckiest person I know, because I've never, ever been stuck in traffic on the M25. Never. I've done it in camper vans, I've done it in cars, I've done it on the back of a motorbike, and I've never been stuck in traffic on the M25. So when you get people going, oh my god, I've got to go on the M25, I'm like, it's fine, it's a doddle, don't worry. And then they're like, I'm stuck in traffic for 3 hours. You must be doing something wrong then, because that never happens to me. Oh, stretchy. Everybody stretch. Oh. I thought I'd found some dinosaur fabric for you today, Elle. And I was going to make you a project bag and send it to you, but it was out of fucking stock. I was so annoyed. I keep getting this advert come up for, Nighty Night Pug, for fabric something or other on Facebook. And it was sweet. It was loads of little dinosaurs all jumbled up, you know, and I was like, oh, because I want to have a go at making a box pouch. Don't know, that's what they call them. And I was like, oh, I could get that and have a go. But yeah, it was fucking out of stock or something. I was a bit annoyed about that. Really? Yeah, that's because they were all coming down here, Matt. They were all heading for the Isle of fucking Wight. Assholes. So I think now that Daryl's asleep, yeah, he looks like he's asleep now. I'm gonna find somebody to raid in a minute. I can hear people shouting outside. I bet some fucking road workers. It is sleepy time now. So I'm going to get to the end of this round and then go and raid somebody, I think, and then just leave it going. Oh. Is there anybody on that we can raid? Do we know? These are going to be socks. I'm testing it in this pattern of Dorkalicious Fibre Arts, just to make sure that it's all okay. I have a chart over here. Mrs. O's on. We're going to see Mrs. O, I think. And they will be socks. I've got another 22 rows to go. Rounds to go before I do the heel. I've got new stuff coming as well because I won yarn and things, so I'm very excited. I'm really excited to cast on like all of the socks that I'm doing, because it's some of the yarn is brand new and then some of the yarn is yarn that I've had for ages and I've just not got around to knitting, so it's all like yay. And then I'm like, I want to make a top and Time Traveller, yes. Oh, I'd forgotten all about that as well. Ooh. So there's me going, I'm cutting right down on the amount of sock yarn I've got. And then there's all this extra yarn coming through the post. Yeah. Never mind, eh? That's to knit next year, isn't it? That's what that's for. It would have been, yeah. I'd totally forgotten about it. I'll have to do a show street. I will, yes. I'll save it all. Because I think it's all been posted roughly about the same time as well. I've got stuff coming from Elle and stuff coming from Dork, so that'd be quite nice. Oh, I've also remembered I've got to go on and make a purchase online as well. Which I'm going to open that page now before I forget. Because that's how my brain works. I say things and then I go, I'll do that in a minute, and then I'll talk about something else and I'll forget what it was that I was going to do in a minute. Yes, I do love a good show and tell stream. And I'll wind the yarn for Bumblebee at some point as well, for the bees hook. Right, I'm I'm going to call that it for me for tonight. So this is what we've got so far. That's what they sort of look like. They'll even out a bit once they've been washed and are on the feet and whatever else. Very nice. Very nice, Miss Dork. Very nice indeed. Like says a lot. Right, mark that I've just done round 34. Okay, so let's see who is on over there. And we'll go say hi. Oops. Do you want to like hit the back button as I pick the keyboard up? Your one is on. Oh, Mrs. A is not coming up in my recommended. That's odd. TV, Mrs. There we go. Right, we're going to go and raid Mrs. O now, you guys. It'd be nice if you hung about and joined us for that. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciated it. I love you all so much. Mwah. I'll be back tomorrow night, and they will be spinning tomorrow night because it's been a while since I've sat down at the wheel and done anything. So yeah, come join me then. 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. If you fancy it. Yeah. So take it easy, and I'll see you then. Love you lots.